How's it hanging, YouTube? Peter here, your Ginger Jody Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another geeky art attack. Now, Efren challenged me before I came on air to do this in a foreign language, and I couldn't. Efren, I bottled it. So we'll jump straight to you, Efren. You do a different language. Come on.
Oh, God, man. I'm sorry to do it.
It was your idea.
I can't do one either.
No, you can't. You just threw him to the dogs there, Peter.
Okay?
You didn't do it, and then you're like, okay,
over there,
monkeys,
mates.
you know?
Do that again, Efren. Was that your Geordie?
Top of the morning, mates. How's it going over there?
I mean,
That's all of us. That's all the accents, Efren.
Yeah.
That's all the accents. Yeah. How are you, Efren? Are you well, mate?
Doing fine. Yep.
Good. Always nice to see you. And we've got good old James T. How are you, James?
What is going on, comic book familia?
Oh, not bad. Yeah.
There you
go.
go.
Was that comic deal? Was that what you were doing there?
Yes. Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah.
Are you well, James?
I'm very well, man. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the most wonderful
Excited.
time of the year. So yeah,
Excited.
it's a good one.
We have also got Kev. How are you, Kev?
Hey, man.
Yes. Yeah, that was
As
good.
about as Geordie as I know. But
Yeah.
have we the same pet?
Oh, get canny bag of Tudor. Say canny bag of Tudor. That's a nice one.
Can you bag a Tudor?
Yeah, pack the crisps. Are you well, mate? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Very well. Ready for some Christmas action. And Phil, stun with an accent, Phil.
Howdy, partners. It's the rootinest, tootinest crowd of bandits I've ever seen, man. I don't know.
Sound like
I mean-
Yosemite Sam.
It was very good. And Efren, just so you're aware, that's what we hear every time you speak, Efren. That's the voice we hear. Phil, it's a while since we've seen you, bud. How are you doing? Are you well?
I'm all good. Yes, thank you very much for having me back. Looking forward to it.
Always a pleasure.
Happy to spend time with you. Not here to showcase my art. I'm here to spend time with.
Yeah. Phil, do you know what? Mate? I'm the same. In fact, probably what I think we should do tonight, me and you, we'll just relax. We don't need to put any effort into the drones. Do you know what I mean? We'll just chill and let these guys put effort in, you know?
Why don't we kind of flip this upside down and make Efren and James T do the
Oh, I
drawing?
like that.
And you and I can
I like, look at James's
The
face.
only way we could be convinced to be on the show is that we're just talking and we don't have to draw. So, that's a deal.
We could do that one day. We'll do that. Let's do that one week.
I mean,
That'd be good.
we'll just leave.
Yeah.
And then you have no hosts. What are you gonna do then? You know?
Right. Now, Phil, you went in strong there. James, are you going to be able to top that? Give her an accent.
Bonjour, je m'appelle James, comic deal, bid good afternoon. No? Let's do the drawing with the art.
Italian, yeah. It's very super.
You have to do that as well. while you're doing it.
It's a spicy sausage.
Yeah, I've heard that one a few times. How are you, James? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm good.
Maintain that for the entire show.
One Fraulein and good.
Tremendous. Right, guys, let's. Oh, I wonder how many people we've insulted tonight already. Let's
Not
see
enough.
who we've got.
Not enough.
Let's see who we've got in the chat, and then we'll make a start. We've got good old StreamYard. Thank you for joining. We've got James. Nice to see you. We've got Bat Dan. Excuse me. Hey up, folks. Merry Crimbo. Same to you, my friend. And we've got Jack. Even guys, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, Jack. We've got Von Hoot in the house. And I know Von Hoot has just been to see Godzilla today, and he's absolutely gushing about it. Rightfully so. We've got my pal Big Dave. Nice to see you, Dave. Went to the cinema with him on Sunday. Messaged him, said I'm in Costa. What do you want? I'll grab the drinks. And he said there isn't a Costa at the cinema. I was in the wrong bloody cinema, wasn't it? I was about 20 minutes away. So yeah, my mistake.
He messaged me yesterday asking me to slag you because he wasn't expecting you to bring it up himself. Yeah,
Did he really?
What a bellend! Just about to come out.
Honestly,
what a
bellend!
I don't think he even found the place, but no, he beat me. Sorry, Dave. I'm really sorry. I tried. I was beaten to it. I didn't think he'd do it either. Okay.
And we've got Arista Jack. Always nice to see you. I hope you are well. Is this him prompting you in the chat? Is it? Is this what this is about?
Yeah, I think so.
It's too gritty. Honestly. Back to, we've got Sean. Nice to see you, Sean. Dr. Von Hoot, change it up and do a Christmas themed Godzilla with a hat on. That would be good. JP, nice to see you, my friend. I do hope you are well. And we've got Kenneth. Nice to see you. Let's have a look. Fuzzy, unfortunately, real life has taken over. Enjoy. Not a problem, Fuzzy. Hope you're okay, mate. And we've got Tragedy Tales. Nice to see you. Arista Jack, I'll be planning to do some more drawing in the new year, especially with my cosplays. That would be great, mate. I'd love to see some of that. Okay, guys, so let's crack on because we've got lots to get through tonight. And tonight we're going to go Christmas themed. So all the things are going to be Christmas related. Before we get into it, I want to just ask you guys if you can have your stocking filled with any Christmas present you want. What's your go-to? You've got an unlimited budget. So for Christmas, what do you want? And don't give us any peace on earth or a nice day with my family and stuff like that. I want a tangible gift that you want for Christmas Day. We'll start at the top with James T. What we're going for, James?
An affordable place to live would be nice. That's what I'd go for.
Will be fun.
An affordable place to live. Somewhere, a nice little house somewhere.
Yeah. Doesn't even have to be bought for me, just like somewhere I can afford to live. That would be nice.
A little grotto. James's grotto. That'll be nice. Yeah, that'll be nice. Ephraim, how about yourself?
James, I got an extra room here at my house. If you want to live in San Diego, brother.
Yeah, you know,
Ephraim.
it's on camera
Ephraim.
now, right?
No, you've slipped up there, Ephraim. I invited him to my house once and I'm never getting rid of the bugger. Honestly, he's moving in. I'm telling you, he'll be on the plane as soon as the show is finished.
Absolutely.
What would you get, Ephraim? What would be your...
Oh, man, I'd go for the rest of my Marvel grails. You know, I still want the first Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and the first Spider-Man #1, not AF-15, but his regular, book. So I'd like to get the rest of my grails if I could have anything right now.
Okay, very cool.
I'm
James?
gonna amend my answer to an actual, a real answer. I'd love an IMAX screen in my house.
Oh, yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Cinema screen. I play
Either
games
some
on
big
it.
stockings who we're talking here.
Yeah.
A house, an IMAX
It's
screen.
unlimited.
Jason Parker last year when we were talking to him was going to get one of these fancy projectors, wasn't he? He was going to try and do that in his house. I'd love a cinema room. I think I'm with you there, James. How about you, James? Comic deal.
I don't know.
Okay.
Peace on earth. Can it be?
There must be
I don't
something
know,
you
just money, cold hard cash.
Just
You know,
cash. Just a
whatever,
stocking
cash.
full
What
of
are you
cash.
gonna?
Loads of
You
cash.
can have them buy you anything. What are you gonna buy with the money?
But then if I have loads of cash, I can buy multiple things. So
That's true.
Well, give us one of those.
First appearance of Uzagi? Have you got the first appearance of Uzagi?
I don't. But I don't know. A whore.
I was not expecting that answer.
She's in stockings already, so you're halfway.
Wow. Right, let's move on. Phil, can you do any higher than a whore?
Well, I was actually thinking of lap dance and I thought, well, we're not past the 9 p.m. threshold here, so James just goes in with her. But
Oh, no. I can't let that pass. Say that again. How did you say that?
I hear.
What?
Here. Here.
is that not
What is-
the word? James, help me out.
No, say it,
I mean,
say it, Phil.
I did
Here.
pronounce it correctly, but it is, we know it as a hair. You're gonna get a hair. So it is.
Is this? Have you heard this before?
No. It was like when you did the He-Man. What was it, Master? The Grayskull. Yeah.
I have
Just-
a bar.
Just once more for us, and this is my channel being screwed over here. I mean, we've done, casual racism to start with. We're now talking about prostitutes. Well, say it again for us.
I was going to say a lap dance, and James said "here." I know he said "whore," but it's "here." It's the word.
In Dublin, we say "hooer," ironically, you big dirty hooer.
Yeah, big dirt. Yeah, that's
Ephraim,
like a here house.
yes. Ephraim, help us. How would you pronounce it in San Diego?
Or
Oh, you see that? Yeah. Classy. Classy.
Yeah,
in
I
San
didn't
Diego.
like that
He's-
coming out of Ephraim's mouth.
Yeah, he's.
I'm so innocent to
I'm
be
going to say
talking
though,
about
he was very comfortable. He
Yeah.
said that.
Oh, he's.
on my next YouTube video.
What are we doing, guys? What am I doing? What is it?
Off the rails already.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so Kev, Savory, Kev, what would you like to buy?
I just want to carry on with the show.
Let's get
This night.
it over with.
Kev's like, I came here to draw. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Kev. Your wish is my command. Let's move on, gentlemen. I say gentlemen loosely. We are doing some art tonight. If you want to do some art at home and play along at home, please do send us some images to Instagram. I've locked my Instagram account, so if I can't show the images tonight, we will show them on Instagram tomorrow when I get that sorted out. But please do send images if you want to play along. Usual plan, guys. You know this now. Any medium you want. The guys will give you a couple of minutes to find some reference, and then it's roughly 5 minutes. Best of 4. Okay, we've got 15 people watching. Please do hit the like and subscribe, and make sure you I can't speak. Subscribe to all of my colleagues on screen's channels, please. Okay. Oh, wrong one. James and Efren, you have control.
Okay, you guys ready?
Born ready, Efren.
So obviously we picked 4 Christmas themed.
Hang on, wait just a second, Efren. Just before we start, just so I can get myself set. None of these are a Christmas haul. We're not drawing a Christmas haul. Are we?
Ironically, the way you said the number 4 is how I would say
4.
yeah.
4 whore.
Moving on.
Efren, sorry to interrupt, mate.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. First one is the Muppet Christmas Carol. Any character from this, or any Muppet, for that sake, So
Okay, give us a minute.
I've never seen this movie.
me neither.
What?
I put it on last year, but I just taught. I didn't even look at the screen once. I just had
Yeah.
talked through it with my girlfriend's family were over, so we were just talking, and I didn't pay attention at all. So yeah, I've never properly actually sat and watched this.
It's like the best
Yeah.
Christmas
tremendous.
Carol version.
It's
Yeah.
my favourite.
Michael Caine's superb in it, isn't he?
Yeah.
I was reading a thing about it recently, and I think the director had said to him, just have as much fun as you want, Michael. And he said, oh, no. He goes, I'm playing this as straight as I absolutely can. And I think it pays off in the movie,
Yep. So you ready for our first topic, James?
Yes.
So we were deciding in the background. Well, the day before, James and I will always do a quick little get together. We talk about which topics we're going to talk about during Peter's show, and we decided to do it on basically the 2023 in review. So the first one is movies. I just got the snapshot. There's so many movies this
It's
year.
been a great
man.
year for movies. I think there's been
Yeah.
some fantastic things in the cinema. I think probably this past year I've gone to the cinema more often than the last 3 years combined.
Do you enjoy watching movies at a cinema or at home? Because to me, I'm kind of leaning at home, because if you don't understand something, you can pause it and go back and hear it again.
Cinema, but empty.
Yeah.
That's the combo. That's the beauty spot you want, isn't it? Because I hate people, so I don't want anyone around me, anyone within 5 seats of me, any direction. So, yeah,
I'm getting that, James. I'm getting more and more grumpy in the cinema, I think.
Awful. Yeah, when someone comes and sits next to me, it nearly ruins the movie at this stage. So yeah, that I enjoy the cinema experience on the big screen. I think that's great. But people can ruin that. So yeah, I mean, I try and see anything I can in the cinema.
Yeah.
I'm the same, but my wife then says, "Well, why did you invite me?"
Do you have a favorite movie that you watched this year?
The past year, I was having a flick, even looking on the screen now. Barbie was great.
Yes.
I really love Barbie, and I know some people kind of feel it's overrated, but I thought it was really fun and unexpected and just pink. It's just a good time. I just really enjoyed that one. Actual favorite, John Wick 4 is up there. That was a 10 out of 10 for me. I walked out of that and I said that's one of the best action movies I've ever seen. So that's close to it. Ninja Turtles is up there as well. I would say that's probably my favorite animated movie of the year anyway.
I think for me it would be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I mean, it was. I'm not sure if it's
Overall,
nominated for.
favorite movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's nominated for an Oscar this time around, but I think it should be, and I think it should win again.
Yeah.
I did watch Super Mario Brothers recently. The first half, I was like, it was kind of slow, but I love the second half. I think there was more action in the second half.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
so
It's
that's
it's
why I
got some
enjoyed about it.
it's got some flaws, but it's a
Yeah.
it's a fun one. You know, it's silly. It's a good time. Um, yeah. What Oppenheimer? Did you see Oppenheimer?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I
Oppenheimer
heard.
is great. That was
Yeah,
the prestige movie of the year, I feel. And Cillian Murphy, I think, was the best performance of the
I
year.
read somewhere that they're going to do like a crossover. I don't know if they were just joking, but Barbenheimer, or they're actually
Oh,
going to
there's
make
like
a movie.
I think there's like a Barbenheimer movie about like where they it's not like officially, I don't know if it's officially licensed, I don't know, they're
Yeah.
capitalizing on it in some way, but there's a movie called Barbenheimer coming at some point down the road.
I also watched the Barbie movie recently, and it has some poignant points in this movie. You know, really
there's a really
about
great
society
speech.
overall. You know,
Yeah,
so
at the end of it, that one of the characters gives, that's like really like, yeah, she's absolutely right.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
so that was good.
the old lady that was portrayed by Rhea Perlman, that was the actual creator of Barbie, Barbara Handler.
it was,
I think her name.
yeah.
But yeah, I thought
Yeah,
I like the way they put her in there. You know,
I liked it too. I thought that was good. It was no, it's is it the girl that? Oh, it is the girl that created Barbie. I was thinking like the. Is it her son? His name Ken's named after his son or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a lawyer, I think now, and he hates that he is Ken. You know? So,
I didn't even know. I mean, obviously, I don't collect Barbies or anything like that, but I didn't know there was a character named Alan in the Barbie, universe.
yeah.
I was like,
Every
what the
I'm
heck's
pretty
that all
sure
about?
every character we see is based on a real Barbie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Efren, you say that, but I'm pretty sure you've got a Barbie.
I have a Barbie, but I don't know. I have a Wonder
You
Woman
said
Barbie
that
that I
in
got
such a
from.
bitchy way, Peter. That was
No, it's just because he said he doesn't collect them. I'm saying
I
it's
know.
definitely.
I mean, I just bought one at Comic Con because it was like a Wonder Woman
Yeah.
exclusive, so I had to get it.
There's nothing wrong. There's
Well,
nothing
no,
wrong
I
with
have
that.
two,
Nobody's
Peter.
judging
I
you.
have a Star Trek one. Oh
And
my
there's
god,
nothing-
I collect Barbies.
Collect Barbie.
Amazing.
There's nothing wrong with that, Efren, as James
Yeah,
says.
I have two. I have the slave one in Star Trek, the character that was all in green, and I have the Wonder Woman Barbie. I didn't even know I bought them. Forgot about them.
There's
But I've got
probably like a couple of brands that like if they did a Last of Us Barbie, like Ellie Barbie, I'd probably buy that. So like never say never. What about worst movie of the year, Efren? Was there anything you were really disappointed with?
You read my mind. Not really. I was a little bit disappointed with Indiana Jones.
I was about to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
I think that's.
I was really hoping. Part of me, if you haven't seen it, sorry, but I was kind of hoping he would have stayed in the past. I think that's where he belonged. When he landed on.
Yeah,
that.
I didn't like the.
Yeah.
It undercut a nice point. I feel at the end. So
I don't know. I just think Harrison Ford. Obviously, I think this is his last Indiana Jones, but he's just too old for the part. I'm not sure if they're ever going to do a reboot of it. And have a younger version of him. Like they did with Han Solo. But I haven't seen Oppenheimer, but I heard it was a great movie. I just haven't seen it yet.
I feel with Indiana Jones, you could so easily get your man to do a short round show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Disney Plus short round thing, like a
Yeah.
70s kung fu kind of style thing. I think would be awesome. Like,
That was certainly a nostalgia movie for me. That's the reason I went to go see it. So.
yeah. I liked it more than most people, but it was like I was on an Indiana Jones high because I'd only just watched them all for the first time and I was really loved them. So like even the fourth one, so like I was like, oh, it was all right, but like not great.
What are the people in the comments saying, James? Have they seen any films?
Sorry, I'll have a look. See,
Hang on, did you just say you thought the Crystal Skull was okay?
I liked it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I like the 50s B movie sci-fi kind of vibe to it. I thought that was fun. It's like very Ed Wood kind of style plot to it, so I enjoyed that. Just having like just flying saucers, I thought that was good. People are upset with me for not watching A Christmas Carol is the first thing. Big Dave, John Majors has been found guilty, fellas. What does that
Oh,
mean
has
for
he?
Marvel going forward? Oh, shit.
Oh, has he
He's
been
gone
found
then.
guilty today? Oh.
They're just gonna replace him. Then they replaced War Machine, so it's just.
So I heard a thing, a grain of salt, but that in his contract it says that he's the only person that can play Kang, like any variant of Kang. Like that's in his contract. They're not like they weren't allowed to get cameos of other actors to do it. So
Damn.
that they might actually not be allowed to have another actor play Kang.
I mean, that feels like a massive misstep on Marvel's behalf. But surely you can get out of that if he's been found guilty of a crime.
Yeah, there must be some clause of like if you fucking commit a crime, Yeah, that's mad. I'd say he's gone. I'd just get the guy from Guardians 3 to Guardians 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
one actually from the last year. I loved it. That was Marvel's
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, James John Wick 4 top film. What the actual F? I loved it. I thought it was great.
So did I. I thought it was a great movie.
Dr. Van Hook, Godzilla -1 is the best movie
Yeah.
this decade, let alone year. Okay,
Wow.
I haven't
It's
seen it.
very strong. It is
I'm
very
gonna try
strong.
and see it tomorrow. I'm really excited to see it. I've heard it's amazing. Aristocrat, my favorite film I watched this year was Elemental. I love Ember. I'm just not mad about Pixar
not
movies.
seen that yet.
Didn't care to. Nothing really grabbed me in it to want to watch it.
I've not
I'm
seen
sure
that
I'll
one
get-
yet. I've heard good things about it, mind.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I'm sure I'll get dragged to it. Happy day. Thank God Indy was dire. The woman annoyed the F out of me. Yeah, divisive.
Yeah, I couldn't
character.
stand her either.
Yeah.
John Wick was
Best-
good. Enjoyed John Wick.
John Wick was incredible. I thought. And Dave says best 3: Air, Godzilla -1, and Oppenheimer. I didn't see Air either. I heard that was great though.
Yeah, Oppenheimer's very good.
Right, lads, we've been very generous with the time on this one, so
Yeah, what's the timer at? I mean, I think we're at 15 minutes.
I forgot to set a timer. I was just eyeballing the clock there. But you definitely have more than 5 minutes. So let's get started. So. Pens down, lads. Peter, you can go first.
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah, I'm just with it. Just right. I drew my favorite one.
Ah, nice.
Wow, that's very nice. I like
good.
that.
That's actually
That's
really
good, man. Have you been taking lessons, Peter? That's pretty
I
good,
have,
man.
I have. Kev's been doing some one-on-one teaching with us, so
Watching some Bob Ross. And whatnot. Very good. Phil.
I'm sorry.
What? Whoa.
I was about to say
I mean,
that's not that bad. And then,
what's
I saw the rest of it.
what's hanging? Just lift it up a little bit. What's that?
Look
What's
at those thighs.
I was
that's not the thighs, James. It's what's hanging in between them. Look at it. Is that it's? Is it a lady pig? Lady boy pig?
It's unintentional. That's just her. That's just her calf starting, and like I wanted to draw like the word we
Hang
were
on, wait,
to
what?
start the show, and
Yeah,
then
I'm just
I
seeing
ended
the
up drawing a
negative
really
space.
hench, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What? Okay.
You.
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
No. I mean, neither would I. In fact, I don't think I have. I think I've.
I think she's got very muscular legs.
Yeah.
Right, James.
Speaking of muscular legs. Ah, look at that.
Nice.
Man. Superb.
That's the same thing my Miss Piggy has between her legs.
Off the rails, lads.
Very cool.
Kevin.
All right. Well, my Miss Piggy has a bit more class.
Oh, yeah.
But that's going on brand as well.
Brilliant.
Kermit's a
Look at them
lucky
eyes.
frog. He's a lucky frog. Yeah.
Love it. I'm
Very
going
cool.
to, there we go.
Okay,
Lads,
hold
up
on.
for the thing.
Can't think that's
Phil, yours is tremendous.
Brilliant.
Filth. Absolute filth.
This is not a reflection of how I am as a person, as a human being, as a man.
I
Maybe
mean-
not women or anything like that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I hope so.
Right. So on to the next slide, Efren.
Okay. All right. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yep.
James, you ready with the timer?
No. 1 second. No, they need a couple minutes anyway. So
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is Marvel themed. Any Marvel character you want to do as a Christmas character?
Christmassy spin on a Marvel character. That sounds fun. Everybody's loving the work so far, guys. Dr. Van Hoos, tremendous. Very good. Right.
James, you guys got snow over there yet?
No, we
Does it
get
snow
snow
where
like
you live?
every 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Once.
We got our
One
snow in
time
April.
it snowed at midnight on Christmas Eve and it was mad. It was like magic. It was like out of a movie. It was amazing.
When I used to live in San Francisco, it snowed one time. It was like 1976. It was a blast. I remember that because I'm aging myself, but I was in high school and we had so much fun that day. You know, so yeah, that was the last time it snowed in San Francisco. You know, I don't think it's ever snowed here in San Diego. So
San Francisco is pretty. I was in San Francisco for Christmas once. It was pretty cold.
yeah, it gets cold there. You know,
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't snow. But then, like, that's the same state as you're in, and it never gets cold in yours, does it?
San Diego does get cold. You know, in the mornings. You know, sometimes I know
But what's
nothing
cold to you?
under 50.
And what's that in our?
Hang on, I'll tell you in a second.
Like 4.
He's gonna say 20 degrees or something like.
Continue talking, James, but I'll tell you what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna start the timer, lads, because these are drawn. So
It would be 10 for you guys.
10 is grand. 10 is t-shirt weather.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Ooh, I mean, well,
The nips
is
will be poking through, but
it? I mean, the nips are always poking through.
What's poking through?
a picture interest in it.
Just looking at your Miss Piggy picture.
You
Right,
ready for the next topic, James? Yeah, here we go.
yeah. So we're gonna do best games. I'm gonna talk a little bit about stuff I played over the last year, but a kind of a legend in the industry just passed away today. This is James McCaffrey. He voiced Max Payne in the Max Payne series, also in the Alan Wake series. Just like as iconic a voice as I think it gets, you know, if you've played those games, especially. So it's really sad. Something I've always wanted to meet. Like I would have jumped at the opportunity if he was at a convention to go meet him. So 65, you know, it's nothing. So like it's.
What did he die of, James? Do we know?
Cancer, I believe, and nobody knew that. He's had a battle with cancer. So. Yeah, terrible. Interesting that because they're making a Max Payne remake, I think, of the first 2 games. Like, if they're just going to reuse his old, or if he's already recorded it or what, we'll find out in the next year or 2. So, yeah, it's very sad. So yeah, over the last year, there's been some great games this year. I've only played a handful of them, just because I find it's kind of hard to squeeze out time for games nowadays. But Hogwarts Legacy, I played at the start of the year. Jedi Survivor and Spider-Man 2 I did play. Funny enough, like the 3 things I played this year were licensed games, and they were all great. Like I thought Hogwarts Legacy was really just magical, no pun intended, to just like go around exploring Hogwarts and flying around on a broomstick and casting spells and fighting trolls. It was just, you know, fantastic. Jedi Survivor was brilliant. I think like the force powers, the customization, you can like create, like design your own blaster and lightsaber and all that stuff. Really great story, really interested in seeing where that goes next. And then Spider-Man 2 is fantastic as well. I mean, obviously amazing kind of take on the symbiote storyline, like kind of different, unique, awesome version of Kraven. So absolutely love that one. So I'd say Jedi is probably my favorite game of the year, but it just edges Spider-Man out by like a little bit, I think.
I played Midnight Suns. That was quite good. Enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
enjoy that one. That's from this year as well. There's a few I didn't play. Mortal Kombat 1 I'll get to eventually. But I've heard that's quite good. Baldur's Gate's getting tense, but it's just not the kind of game I like to play. Dead Space remake I'll get around to. Zelda, you know, on Switch. Like I have friends that just shite on about it non-stop, like all the shit they do in it. So yeah, so just some great stuff.
Don't play video games at all. You think I would, considering, you know, I like comic books, movies, and TV shows and all this genre. But I know one of your favorite show is The Last of Us. Is there ever going to be a new video game coming out for them?
Funny enough, Efren, a video game was just cancelled a couple days ago.
Oh, wow.
There's a Last of Us multiplayer, like online game that they've been working on. It started as the multiplayer for the second game. And it like grew and grew, and they said, okay, we need to make this a standalone. So it's been worked on for the last 7 years, and they just cancelled it a couple days ago because they said it's going to pull too much focus away from their single player stuff. So like they are working on 2 single player games at the moment. I think likely that Last of Us Part 3 is one of them, because I think they'll want story material for another season of the show, you know, rather than doing kind of the Game of Thrones thing of just going past where it ends. I have a video on my channel about what I think that game will be, and I'm like almost certain that's the storyline that they're going to go with.
Would you love to hear Pedro Pascal's voice in the video game?
No. Troy Baker is Joel in the games.
Okay.
So like that's him. I love Pedro. We'll get to that on the TV show kind of section. But no, the game is the game characters, and the show is the show characters. So like I kind of stick to that, you know. It'd be cool to have like a skin you can stick on Joel to look like Pedro, I guess. But like that's as far as I would go with that.
I have I have a Nintendo Switch, and the only game I ever bought was Super Mario Brother Kart. That's the only game I ever play, man. I love that game.
Yeah. I mean, there's great stuff on it, Zelda, you know, but it gets deep. It's like you'd be going for a while. But like Mario is nice and simple. It's just kind of run, jump, and sometimes throw a hat or something, you know.
I think what bothers me about video games is when I did buy Zelda game, but I couldn't go to the next level. You know, it was hard for me at least. And I just kind of gave up on it. You know, I like games, but I like to advance in games. One of my favorite games ever was Sonic the Hedgehog, the very first one that came out. And that's the only video game I ever finished. I got to the end of it. You know,
they just got bigger now and longer and more difficult. You know?
Yeah.
So that's absolutely fair. Like I can't even count how many games I didn't finish because I got stuck at this one binge, gave up or whatever.
I do. If I would buy one game, you were talking about it earlier this year, how much you loved it, is the Hogwarts one. You were just going on and on about it. I heard it was
honestly brilliant. Yeah. Like, and I think it's something, you know, you would just like the kind of wonder of walking around Hogwarts and you know, getting into fights and duels and stuff, like, and going to classes and stuff like it's really brilliant. Funny enough, I only actually got like 2/3 through the story, and then something else had come out, and I think Jedi came out, and I moved over to that.
Do you since you know you're the video expert here, what do you prefer, PlayStation or Xbox?
I'm a PlayStation. Literally, I'm wearing a PlayStation.
Okay.
At the moment.
Have you ever bought an Xbox before?
I bought an Xbox 360 to play a game called Splinter Cell Conviction. It was only on Xbox, and I love the look of it, so I got that. And then a few games on it I thought were really great. Gears of War is good, Halo's good. Alan Wake, the original one, was brilliant as well. So like, there's a few games I got an Xbox for, and then like I haven't seen a reason to buy the last couple of Xbox consoles, but they've been announcing some stuff lately. Blade, the Blade game was announced last week. That looks incredible. So I'll buy an Xbox to get that.
What about the graphics? And we'll go to the drawings right after this. What about the graphics? What is it? Xbox versus PlayStation? Is one better than the other, or are they just kind of equal?
They're almost on par. I think Xbox has slightly better visuals, but most developers, I think, like make the PlayStation version and then port it over to Xbox. So it's, you know, they look kind of the same on both. And then I think like PlayStation has better studios working on games, so they kind of squeeze more out of it than the Xbox teams would, you know. So yeah.
We have a comment here from Jack Rollins. Looks like Spider-Man and Jedi for me. Nice.
Yeah, 100%. They're easily for me, easily the two. But like, there is a lot of stuff I didn't play this year. But like, they're the two standouts for me. It's just fantastic, both of them.
Right when you and I took over Peter's channel, James, I was gonna say, do you know you're an influencer?
I am.
Yes, because let me tell you what happened. I was coming home. I opened up the door to my house, and what was the first thing I said to my pets? Ayo. I go, Ayo. Oh my God, where did I get that from?
Yeah.
So you influenced me.
Made it into the Mario movie and everything, you know. So
yeah. I went, oh my God, you know. I go, damn, I just did that automatically. Oh my God, James influenced me. So
I like that. Anytime someone says any of that, I come onto your mind, and so I'm enjoying that. Lads, it's been well over 5 minutes, so
yeah,
I think we're gonna have to say pens down. Phil, start with you. You know that, like, you're going first if you keep drawing when I say that. So
I intended to draw. I'll just finish it. So I wanted to kill Santa and his reindeer, but I focused too much on Deadpool himself and not the reindeers. So that's my version of Deadpool killing Santa and the reindeers.
Very cool.
Cool.
I like that.
We'll go James.
Hi everyone. So you're gonna get much more Christmassy than Iceman.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I love that one. That's awesome.
That's very cool, James. I like that.
With coloring and everything, it's great. Kev.
I drew Spider-Man dressed as Elf, and he's saying he feels like the Green Goblin.
That is phenomenal, mate.
Nice.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool.
And we'll save the best for last. Peter.
Yeah, obviously. Christmas tree Groot.
That's a great.
Oh,
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah.
it's actually very smart.
Has
Surprising.
gone back down. Has gone back
I
down.
heard that.
It's been very good. That's everybody. Yeah.
All
Let me
these
see all
prints are for sale. Just reach out to all the artists, and they'll get them to you.
So hold them all up.
My aim is to get at least one positive comment tonight. So
Nice. There you go.
I like your beard, Phil.
Yeah.
sarcasm.
Right. So the next one, we would like an evil Christmas tree. So make it spooky, or make it bloody, or make it just deform, whatever. Like just kind of a weird spooky Christmas tree. Give it a couple minutes. Do you have a Christmas tree up at the moment, Efren? Do you do that?
Hell no.
No.
I haven't done a Christmas tree in over a decade, man. My daughter moved out. It's basically I'm a single guy living here, man. I'll put up a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
What about you?
I want to do no. We don't have room in the apartment really for one. We used to do one years ago. It's so much hassle, like there's nettles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Fall off them, the needles. Show of hands, guys. Who has a real Christmas tree and who uses a fake one?
Fake.
Does anyone have a tree at all?
Got a fake one.
We got
Yeah,
a
we
little
like-
one.
Got like a plastic one.
All right. Yeah. I do like the smell, and I like when you have it done. But I don't like doing it. I just like it when it's done, when it's there in the room. You know?
You know what it is? It's the act of getting it out of the attic and then having to put it back up again
Yeah.
in 30 days or less. And I'm just not made for doing things like that.
So have you not got one at all, James?
Me?
James, comic deal, James.
Oh no, I do. Of course I have to.
I was going to say.
Got a wife and kids. Of course I have to have a tree up. Murder me if I didn't.
Where are you gonna? You have to put the presents under it. You know, like.
Yeah. I would have liked a real one, but with the pets, just kind of with the dogs, with the paws and everything.
Right, Efren. TV shows.
Yes.
Last year,
And-
TV shows.
I had to find the first pictures I got were the bottom left-hand side, but it didn't have your favorite show on there, so I had to put two up there.
Of course,
Because
you have to,
yeah,
thank you.
we can
Much
start off with The
appreciated.
Last of Us.
Start with The Last of Us. You know, it's just the best show of the last year, isn't it? Like, it's just, you have to say it is. Like, it's just impeccable. Like, the acting, the the storyline, obviously, just brilliant, just phenomenal, I think.
I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much without you talking about it. I got to get into it a lot more, and you doing your weekly review of each episode. It was very good. I really.
Yeah, that was so much fun to do. I think.
Yeah.
When I've not been doing much on my channel lately, but when the second season rolls around,
Yeah.
we'll resurrect that.
I had never heard of this show. I had never heard of the video game until you asked me to buy you a video game. Then I go, The Last of Us. I go, what's this all about? So, but it's a great series. I think it's on the top 5 of this year for sure.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's number 1 for me by a wide margin, I think. Other than Last of Us, I mean, Gen V was fantastic. I
Gen
think.
V
Yes.
is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a fan, Efren?
Oh, I love Gen V. I just finished watching it this week. I know there's going to be a season 2, but I thought it was very well written and done. I'm not sure if there's a Gen V comic book, or if they just made it up. No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this new show that I've been watching on Netflix. It has to do with samurai. It's a picture on the left-hand side. I think the middle one, I think it is, but it's this female samurai, and she's out for revenge because they killed her mother, American.
I've heard of this. I was on Netflix yesterday and I saw
Yes.
this
I
trailer.
watched the
Yeah.
first 2 or 3
Blue Eye
episodes.
Samurai.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's awesome. Love that show.
Yeah, I started watching. I go, that's a good show, man. It's animated. And another show that I've been watching has been Star Trek, the original crew, and Strange New Worlds. And animated is I recommend this show, Star Trek Lower Decks. It's a really funny
cartoon one. Yeah.
Yeah, those 2 shows really hit it out of the park for me this year.
Yeah. Funny, both of us being massive Star Wars fans, and neither of us mentioned Ahsoka. Which I really
There's a
enjoyed.
reason
I thought
for
it was,
that.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Peter, you have no opinion on anything. You just flick back and forth. I remember you saying you liked it, didn't you?
No, I liked the first couple of episodes, but then by the end of it, I'd lost my way.
I'm the opposite. I thought the start was too slow, and then it really ramped up towards the end. You know,
I really
Ron
enjoyed the
show.
start, and then when they discovered what was the guy called on the other planet?
Thrawn?
No, not Throne.
Ezra.
Ezra. I just got nothing from him at all.
Okay. No, fair.
All I know is they better do an Ahsoka season 2 because I didn't like the way it ended. You know what they did to her character at the end. I went, what? Oh, come on! You know that better not be the end of her.
I think they're leading into the movie. I think that's where that'll continue. Yeah. What else was this past year? I think Wednesday. Did you watch Wednesday.
Sorry, say that again.
Wednesday.
Oh yes, I love Wednesday.
One of the biggest ones of the year.
Yeah.
It was,
When was Invincible out? Was that season 1? Was that this year or last year?
Now it's a
Season
couple of
2
years ago.
last year because season 2 is now, isn't it? So yeah.
One show that's not on these pictures that I mentioned to Peter when it first came out is called From.
Oh yeah, love that.
Yeah, that's the weird TV show. I just finished season 2, and these people basically they end up in the little town and they can't escape. They keep on going in circles, and somehow they just end up in this town. And at night, these human-looking creatures come out, and it's chaos. You know, it's 2 seasons. Season 2 just finished this year, and I really enjoy that show. You know, I'm not into scary movies as much as you guys, but I have started watching it because of you guys. I've gotten a little bit more used to watching scary movies and shows.
So speaking of scary movies, again, a superb show from this year is The Fall of House of Usher on Netflix. That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
One Piece is another one that I know. Netflix
One
has a
Piece,
lot of people
yeah,
like.
very good.
Yeah.
There's one called Beef that I really loved. I don't know if any of you saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
Did
Picard
anyone
season 3.
watch Bodies on Netflix? It's based on a
It's meant to
comic
be
book
really
about
good, that.
it was alright. Look with like a lot of time travel
Yeah,
escapades going on.
yeah.
That was
Like,
decent.
I think Sean in the comments has mentioned Star Trek season 3 of Picard was absolutely
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah,
The end of that was just beautiful for
yeah.
the characters.
Are any of you guys at all into reality shows like Survivor or Big Brother or anything like that?
Not really. Not for me.
No.
I started watching Survivor again. You know,
That's an old one, isn't it? I think I used to watch that, Efren.
I applied for Survivor twice.
Did you?
Yes, twice. You know, I really wanted to be on that show when it first came out.
Yeah, I pay money to see that one. Do you know a show that I love that I don't even think because it's not like a narrative show. Last Week Tonight, John Oliver. Danny is watching, no?
No.
Really great, like kind of usually it's like kind of a news like comedy show, but then like there's always like a main topic. So it could be like executions or like the prison system or debt or whatever. The one just yesterday was on Elon Musk, but it's just like a 20 to 30 minute kind of piece, like investigating it, but like with jokes along the way. It's really brilliant. Like, and you know, it tells you a lot about what's wrong with the world. It's a good one. So that's a show I love.
That sounds good. Not sure of that one.
Yeah, you should check it out. I'll send you a couple of the good episodes. Like,
Do you here? You know, in the United States, they have network TVs like ABC, NBC, and CBS. How much do you guys watch regular TV compared to like on streaming channels?
effectively never anymore.
Very
Like,
little. Yeah.
yeah. You might occasionally scroll and see what's on, but then just end up going to YouTube or Netflix
Ever-
anyway.
Ever since I stopped paying my TV license, I technically never watch live TV
Yeah,
Technically.
because I refuse to pay a TV license.
Yeah. Don't you still need to pay it if you have like a phone like that you can watch stuff on?
Yep, live TV.
Is it? Okay.
Bat Dan mentioned this show. I've been hearing about it. I want to watch season 1. I heard it's a good series.
I
Reacher.
like the actor from Alan Richardson.
He's
Yeah,
going to be the new
season
Batman,
one.
apparently.
Season 1 was good.
The guy who plays Reacher meant to be considered for the new Batman.
Well, he played Dove in Titans.
Yeah.
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 He's Aquaman
Yeah.
and Smallville.
Aquaman, Smallville,
Oh, he was. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's a huge guy. He is massive.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn.
I
Man.
mean, he's not that big.
All right.
I'm trying to think, is there any ones we're missing? I know there's one. There's another one. Oh, what's the Peter the Taron Egerton one? Blackbird.
Oh yeah, enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was great as well. Yeah. So yeah, great year for television.
I just realized I don't belong in shows like this tonight because the last thing I watched on Netflix was World War II. On the front lines. I don't watch nerdy content. I watch like old man documentaries.
Do you guys, any of you guys binge watch? Because I don't. I take my time watching shows. I go.
No, I like to binge.
You do?
Give me it all. Yeah.
I don't really have time to binge anymore. It's usually like one episode a night I can do.
Yeah.
Before you fall asleep, James.
No, that's before the missus is like, oh, I'm going to bed. Don't start a new episode without me.
That's the thing too. December in our house is always what's that jungle program? The reality show.
I'm a
celebrity.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Are you familiar with the show, Efren?
No, I'll tell you one show that I love watching. You guys will be surprised, but it's on network TV. I love Dancing with the Stars. I just think it's a good show. I like looking at
Peter,
those
what was
women
that look
dance.
for?
It's just a surprise. It didn't. We've gone from Survivor to Dancing with the Stars. It's just a bit of a jump.
Same
I
thing
mean,
as Strictly
I just-
Come Dancing here, isn't
I
it?
just
Same
enjoy
thing.
that show.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Right, lads. Pens down. We go into first. Peter, you finished a couple minutes ago. You look quite confident.
Yeah, because it's dog shit, mate.
Okay, let's
Is that Groot?
It's not bad.
I like
It's
it.
another Groot.
Is that another Groot?
It's another Groot. Yeah, Christmas
It looks
Groot.
like a 60s Marvel villain.
Yeah.
I like it, man. It's good.
Yeah.
Very good. Kev.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah, very cool.
And there's a little kid there.
That's amazing.
Kevin, I'm going to give you my address so you can send it to me, okay?
Okay.
James.
So, are you sitting down? So, everyone's familiar with Westeros, I assume, from Game of Thrones, and we all know they've got the weird woods,
Oh,
the tree,
yes.
and the weird looking trees. Well, they have to decorate that at Christmas, so this is what we've got here.
Oh, I like that.
I love
Nice.
that.
Yeah. Very cool.
Very good.
Very cool.
Well done.
Good stuff.
Oh, thanks, Phil.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
I like that.
Good. I like that a
Phil,
lot.
that's excellent.
It's from the
Yeah.
picture you showed.
I did look familiar. Hang on.
Here, Phil. Well done.
Well done, Phil.
Oh, thanks. That
Well
sounds
done.
sincere. That sounds sincere.
Yeah,
Thanks.
well done. 15 people watching, ladies and gents. Please do hit that like and subscribe and all that stuff. Right.
So this is the. Right. Switch it up. And click. Very good. Right. This is it the fourth one.
This is your pick.
Yep.
I let James
Grant,
pick one
yes.
this time. So,
Okay, yeah. So myself and Peter watched a movie lately called Silent Night, Deadly Night, and I just love the idea of a killer Santa. So just give us a killer Santa on a bloody. No, it doesn't need to necessarily. You don't need to use this as reference. Just any kind of evil killer Santa.
Hmm.
Yeah, anyone in the chat? Batan, love that Kev. Dr. Von Hood, of course, watches Strictly Come Dancing. Yeah, it's the US version of Strictly, but the dances are shorter. Going rad, cool. Very good. Let's start the timer.
Hang on.
Hey, we'll go over it, Peter, anyway. You had like 11, 13 minutes for some of them, so. Love me a Santa slasher, so do I. Von Hoot. Efren, what's some good comics of the last year? Your favorite comic of the last year?
oh gosh, I'm reading so many comic books right now, man. I have a list here. Let me see which ones I enjoy. I just started reading this one book. Let me see if I can find it again here. The Bloody Dozen is by one of I think Peter's
You have it-
favorite
you have it in
writers.
your hand?
No, I don't have it in. It's
No.
Charles Soule, the writer.
Yeah.
It's there's this secret like group. I'm drawing a blank on their name, but they have, and it's like there's going to be 7 separate series of this, and the first series happened earlier this year. I didn't even know about it. I read back on it, but the Dirty Dozen is where this secret group, they get people to do things for them, and they promise them like the wildest dreams if they complete the task. And the dozen one is basically these 3 people have to go to outer space and bring back some vampires that were shot up in space centuries ago. And it starts from there. And then I just read the first issue. It's really good. And it's an ongoing series by Charles Soule. I highly recommend. I just found out about it earlier this week. And I really like that book. So I was taken by surprise by that book. And their first book was called, what was it called? Hell to Pay, where a husband and wife, they have to get these mystical coins that were stolen from hell. And if once they capture all, and these, say if you got this coin, your wildest dreams would come true. A demon would appear in front of you and give you your wildest dreams, but everything goes to hell basically with the husband and wife. That was the first part of the series. The second one is called the Dozen, the Bloody Dozen, and it's going to be 7 separate series, and he's doing like one every couple of months. I highly recommend it. I found it. It's a really good book.
Awesome. Yeah, that was.
And I'm obviously reading Something That's Killing the Children, and my favorite book, Philadelphia by Rodney Barnes.
Is that now? We read the first 6, I think, issues of that. What's it on now?
Right now, it's like I think it's in his 20s. He stopped for a little bit. Took a break for a couple months, but he's continuing it. And Spawn is showing up in the book.
It's in his 30s. Yeah, Spawn's appeared for an arc for the next 6 years.
And Savage Dragon is coming up too from Image.
That's interesting. Okay, I didn't think it'd be the type of book that would do kind of.
Yeah, the premise of the book, if some of the founding fathers of the United States, if they've been around this whole time, but they're vampires. It's a really good series.
Yeah, if they're doing like crossovers, I'd love to see Blade show up in it. That'd be awesome to see. He'd suit that so well. Like you have the kind of the black culture kind of.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Blackula, I think Blackula's coming out on this series too. Which was written by Rodney Barnes. So
he wrote he worked on an Evil Dead comics up, and I know he's a great writer.
He's written some Star Wars books. He's doing another Marvel book too. He's a very prolific writer.
Yeah. So on the Marvel side, what was some good stuff this year? Was Punisher? Did Punisher finish this year?
Punisher, yeah.
Oh, Punisher. That was good.
Daredevil.
Thanks for reminding me. That to me was the book of the year. The way he went at it. So there's a new Punisher now in town. We'll see how that one goes.
I like my OGs.
He's not dead, Frank Castle. He's just in a different world. So I think eventually he'll show up again in the regular.
I'm a fan of the grounded, especially with Punisher, like the grounded kind of just New York. I know, I know it's like, can you do that forever? But like, as long as you make it interesting, it's a great setting. Efren just left, so
I'm back.
There you go.
My birds are chirping. I'm trying to quiet them down.
Thank God. What did you throw a blanket over the cage?
No, I just closed my door. I go, dang it, So if you hear chirping, those are my 2 birds. So, but what about indie books? Are you at all into indie books? But a lot of these here, I like Grimm, I like Kaya.
I very seldom read much anymore.
Wow.
I don't think I read a single new book this last year.
Dang.
To be honest, yeah. Punisher, I wanted to. I have the trade paperback for that, so I will read that. But most of what I read was from doing GP's comic book review show. So I have read things this year, but nothing new. But worst was definitely that Ninja Turtles crap one.
I beg your pardon.
Body count or whatever. It was so bad. Just awful.
That was pretty rough on it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Was there any bad comics you read this year, Stefan?
Bad ones? No, not really. I mean, every book that I read, I enjoy. I just appreciate reading comic books. I've been reading them since I was 10 years old. So I'm kind of like, when it comes to comic books, it's kind of hard for me to say this book. Well, a couple years ago, it was the Hulk book when he was in. I think it might have finished this year when he was in outer space or some spaceship. Hulk.
He is a spaceship, isn't he?
Yeah, I just told Peter I can't even finish this series, man.
I was especially coming off Immortal Hulk as well. Just
exactly. Yeah,
it was just
Night Terrors were awful. Some of them were absolutely dreadful.
Oh, I didn't read Night Terrors because of Peter. I was going to start reading it, and I asked for some. He goes, "Don't read it. You're going to waste your time." I go, "Okay, I ain't going to bother reading it." So, Peter, you're an influencer too. You influenced me. I didn't read that one.
Peter, I
I've
know
made it at last.
you've not been a fan of like some of the kind of main Marvel books that last year. X-Men. I know you were
X-Men.
a big
I
fan.
don't. Do you know what? It's a bit like I think Phil was saying earlier. I don't know if I'm just getting too old for some of the books now. So X-Men is just so bloody convoluted and complicated. It's almost unreadable. Some of the titles in it. Spider-Man. Some of the Spider-Man run was just absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
I gave up on Spider-Man a while ago.
Yeah.
What would you say, Efren, was the last like great Spider-Man comic story?
Oh, geez, the best one is I believe it was called One Last Day.
That's
When
the last one.
Peter and MJ, their marriage was dissolved, and it had to do with Mephisto. They made him sign a contract, and it was so sad because at the end of that arc, this little girl appears. She has red hair, and at the end, Mephisto goes, "Oh, by the way, this would have been your daughter.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys would have stayed together." I went, damn, that's brutal, man.
I know a lot of people hate it.
Yeah.
I think it was really interesting and great. Cav,
That's
like,
one
you
couple I
hate
hope gets back together
it.
again.
Your head pricked up there when I said that.
That was brutal. So, I was like, damn, that's a gut puncher, man.
Yeah. Right.
Has there been a good Spider-Man story since Craven's Last Hunt, to be honest?
I quite liked Superior Spider-Man. That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
Superior Spider-Man's my favorite. Spider-Man.
Clone Saga was my favorite.
Really?
What do you think? I know you don't read James, but some of you guys that do read comic books, what do you think of the Spider Boy? They introduced another Spider character.
I've seen
I've
this
been reading.
character.
I've been reading about him. It's so far so good. I like his character. The
Yeah,
kid.
too, mate.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you
no,
know
I
how
can't
there was a
remember.
whole hoopla about like that specific comic, his first appearance, and it was like a variant where he's on the cover?
Yeah, I bought like about 9 of them.
Has that gone up in like it was 30 a few days after the hype or whatever? Is it gone up now?
This was during San Diego Comic Con. I had them signed by Humberto Ramos, the cover artist.
Right.
So
Okay.
I don't even know how much they're worth now. But I just got them graded by him.
Right, boys. That is time, I believe. So if you get the pens down, who did go?
Is it
Kevin.
time though? Do you want to just double check that timer, James? Just
Yeah, it's run twice. So you've had.
I don't know. It
eight
says
and a
1
half-
minute on it. I don't
eight-
know
eight and a
if we're
half
done.
minutes you've had. So Sorry, what timer, James?
The one that you just took away
I
from the
don't
screen.
see a timer there. Kevin, you look very confident, so we'll start with you.
I just realised I was on mute and I was chiming in with the Spider-Man talking.
Shit.
Yeah, one more day.
Kev, why don't you tell what you're going to say,
Yeah.
Kev? Just chun it away, son. Don't worry about that.
Lads,
was
let's
it,
react.
one
Lads,
last
have
day?
some respect. Let's have a look at what Kevin drew. Okay.
There we go.
Ah, Kevin.
Awesome. It's incredible. I love
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, the blood splatter and everything. It's perfect, man.
That's superb, mate. Absolutely.
And one more day. So
I liked it. So. Peter.
Cack, but we're getting there.
Nice.
Like that.
Yeah. Awesome. Love that. Phil.
It's going to be Michael Myers.
That's good, man. Very good. And who we left? James.
So mine isn't necessarily a killer Santa, as in he doesn't kill anybody. We did dash children's hopes and dreams. This is Bad Santa from Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Look at that, mate.
Fuck off, James.
I look at it me. Hello, I'm Billy Bob Thornton. How are you doing?
Awesome.
Tremendous.
Nice. Let's get them all up and go snap. Click. Okay, very good.
Oh, Noran Rad. Sorry, I was distracted doing my drawings there. Ice Cream Man. Absolutely. Ice Cream Man was superb this year. Some superb stories in that.
Dan.
I don't think I've ever read any.
Oh, it's
Ice
brilliant,
Cream Man.
mate. It's
Yeah,
an
I'm
anthology
into.
one. I mean, was it Michael Prince? Or Thingy Prince? I can't remember what his name is. He's hitty missy. Some issues are amazing. Other issues are a little bit more hard work. But Ice Cream Man hits more than it misses, I think.
I think the best comic this year, and it hasn't finished yet, is Transformers.
Oh, Phil, absolutely. It is breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. And also, big shout out, I would have to say, I've just read 2 issues of it. Under the Trees Where Nobody Sees.
I've seen the review of the Order and Killer Comic Show. I need to read that. I might pick up the trade.
Amazing.
It looks good. It looks like cutesy, but not cutesy.
It's this year's what's the
Stray Dogs or something?
Stray Dogs.
What's it called again?
Under the Trees Where Nobody Sees. It's like the artwork is beautiful. It's like the Sylvanian families, kind of cutesy animals and stuff. But it's not cute.
Cheater, you know what's not cute? The price of Sylvanian families. So I was buying some
I agree.
for my niece there, and they're so expensive.
See, there's a recommendation from Batman. That's all you need. Under the Trees made me feel ill. Well, that's what you want in a comic book. Do you know what I mean?
Peter, you mentioned a Wonder Woman miniseries recently. Do you know what was the name of the title again?
This is, I read it on the back of Phil and the Nerd Herd. It was Daniel Warren Johnson's Wonder Woman Dead Earth, I think it's called.
Okay, I gotta check it out.
Phenomenal. If you ever want to see Wonder Woman using Superman's spinal cord and skull as a lasso and beating people up with it's
I think it's got to the point, and I know Pete, you done your showcase in Daniel Warren Johnson. You can't go wrong with Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah.
And he does that Wonder Woman Dead Earth. Like anything he does, I'm on board.
And that
Until
book
he does something stinking, I'm on board to everything he does.
I managed to get a hold of his. So when he was first starting out, I don't know if there's a video coming out naturally. When he was first starting out, he did a lot of ash cans, and there's an incredibly limited run which he's signed and drawn a little image inside of I think is it Old Man Skywalker, and it's kind of a homage. It's set in the future and it's Luke Skywalker. So I managed to get a copy of that from America, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing.
that Wonder Woman book, did it come out this year?
Last year, I
A few
think.
years ago.
A couple of years ago, yeah.
Oh wow, I gotta read it. Yeah.
Yeah, go get it. Yeah.
There's
It is
Beta
good
Ray
fun.
Bill. One's good as well.
See, this is the thing. The last 3 years for me, it's the best books have come from Daniel Warren Johnson. Better Ray Bill and Wonder Woman Dead Earth or Dead Heat, and then do a Power Bomb, and then probably Transformers this year as well.
I've got Murder Falcon to read in Extremities.
I love Murder
Extremity, yeah, it's so good. He's bringing out his older stuff as well. I forget the name of it at the minute. Something
Space Mullet.
Space Mullet, that's the one. So they're coming out now. They've been re-released through Image Comics, so they'll be good to get to.
Good stuff. I can't get onto Instagram, chaps, so I can't load anything up. So we'll do one more if you've got it in you, or we can move on, whatever you want. James and Efren, have you got another topic to talk about? Or?
We can shoot the shit, I think, it'll be grand. So leave it at the chat.
Yeah.
What do people want? Christmas themed thing for the guys to draw.
Yeah, if any of you guys got anybody in the comment has to pick a character, so
Something easy, please.
do the Invisible Man.
Xmas Usagi.
Christmas Usagi.
James probably has one of them already drawn, sitting by his head.
Yeah.
I've never read a Usagi comic book. So.
Get this man off the show.
Okay, now, so to be fair, Von Hoos came in at the start of the show and said
he asked for that.
He did. He did ask for that.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I mean, it's just Godzilla in a Christmas hat, isn't it?
That's it.
I'm busting to see that movie.
Man.
I'm hoping to see it this week.
Superb.
I've been watching Monarch, the Godzilla show. I like it. I liked it so far.
What episode are you on?
I'm at the episode where they get rescued by the helicopter. Yes, when that creature's about to eat them up.
Yes, that's where I am as well. Yeah, episode 2, I think.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it.
It's got some cool stuff in it. It's not grabbing me really.
what I like about Godzilla and these types and King Kong, I mean, Marvel, take note, even they've been around a lot longer than Marvel movies, and they still have top-notch shows and movies, for characters been around for such a long time, they keep on reinventing it, so to speak, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I suppose it's it's a different flavor. Well, this new one is Japanese and it's getting like amazing praise. But like I think like Marvel, it had to hit kind of a low to kind of come back up like that. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some of those 2000s, 2005, 2010 Godzillas are bad.
I've been
So,
I've been reading too, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. It's very entertaining.
yeah,
I've enjoyed it so far. Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked
is
it.
that is that in the like obviously it's kind of a
It's
an
what?
alternate thing, but is it like the versions that are in the movies, like the American ones now?
Yeah, I mean, they look like that, but obviously it's like an Elseworld story for
Of
from
course,
DC, But I've enjoyed it so far. Anything with Godzilla or King Kong always grabs my attention. I always keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Whether it'll be a good
Did
series.
you see the trailer for the new like Godzilla X Kong?
When he's in pink?
Yes.
Yes, I did see it. Yeah,
What did you think of the trailer?
I was good. So hopefully, I haven't seen the last movie. You guys keep on talking about it. I gotta go check it out. But
It's
yeah,
very good, actually. I that was an early kind of blockbuster that came out during lockdown, and I remember having to go through hoops to get it on like a VPN or something on HBO Max, and I thought it was great. Like I really love that one. And popcorn, I made popcorn and everything. Watched that like midnight or whatever.
I believe the just to change the subject on Disney Plus, they're gonna have season 2 of What If coming up before the end
Next
of the
week,
year.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Next
starts next
week.
week. It's 12 days of Christmas kind of thing. That's a very interesting
I know. I don't like that at all.
release schedule, one a day.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I
It's
think
Christmas. I
stupid.
don't want to have to think about, oh, now I have to watch Marvel every day.
And it's only like 8 episodes or 10 episodes. I go, God, guys, make it longer.
They should have been like they should have started it a week and a half ago, and like had the last one be on Christmas Day or something.
Yeah.
Or on the 23rd or whatever.
I think it's just going to be 8 episodes. I think they should at least make it long. That's what I don't like about streaming shows. Sometimes only like 10 episodes or 8 episodes. Sometimes I wish they would be at least 20.
20, I feel is too much.
Well, that's the way network TV used to be. 20 plus
Yeah,
episodes.
but they all have they all have lulls, and like there's no season of a 22 episode show. Maybe
I
it's
know.
like a Breaking Bad or something. I don't even know if
Yeah.
it goes that high. Like you often see like those shows in later seasons get pulled down to like 12 episodes, and I think that's kind of where they should be.
So I just wish they would make them a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, Daredevil's going to be like 20 episodes or something, isn't it?
Which one?
At the
Daredevil.
moment. Unless they
Born again. Unless
redo
they-
it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, that was the plan, so I assume it still is. Yeah. You see the
Echo's
new
coming out in
Echo
January as well,
teaser?
isn't it?
Yeah, it's not long, is it? Echo? Echo, sorry.
Sorry for that. I love how the trailers are really amping up the whole. It's like this is R-rated. Like this is gonna be.
Yeah, I got a Netflix vibe from Echo. Like it was made by Netflix. Like the Daredevil ones were made. Do you guys watch The Walking Dead? It finally finished. Like one of the spinoffs finally just done. Would you guys like to see any more Walking Dead? Because they did one on Negan. They did one on Daryl. Do you want to see it continue? Or are you guys done with The Walking Dead?
I'm sick of it, man. Like
Really?
it was one show that became 7 shows, and then people are wanted now to like people are excited at the prospect of like the spin-off shows crossing over, and I'm just we had that. It was the Walking Dead.
Now, do you think The Last of Us should have a spin-off, or did you just focus on the 2 main characters?
There's potential there. There's definitely like side characters that could happen. I think a Bill and fuck my life, I can't remember it. Bill and
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, those
yeah,
2.
the
Frank and thingy.
Frank,
and Ted.
yes, Bill and Frank. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
So can I ask about The Walking Dead? See where you say it's finished? Sorry to interrupt. Is it actually finished as if like all the storylines are now tied up?
Yeah.
Or is there still stuff to come? Because
Well-
I'm just busting for Rick to come back into it.
Well, the original series ended, but then they continued with Fear the Walking Dead, and then they did they did one with Daryl, That's still going to be continued, and they did one with Negan. That's it's going to be. They left both of them like in a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's going to be another season. And
there's a Rick
either
and Michonne one coming.
and Rick and Michonne, either there's going to be a movie or a TV show. You know, they're still doing that. So that's 3 of them that are still coming up.
I would hate for The Last of Us to get to that stage, though. I think
Really?
like you could do a couple of things, you know, but it's just too much. It's too much stuff, you know. Like its story shouldn't be that long. I think.
Because do you think in The Last of Us, if it's continuing, I mean, season 1 was such a huge success. I'm sure they're going to try to build on that, and they may run out of storylines if they're just going what happened in the video game. They may do something separate from that. Do you want to see that, or you just want it to follow the video game?
I'd like to see do the game because like you have the second game will be 2 seasons, I think, and then
Okay, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, if there is a third game by that point, that'll be 2 seasons as well. So that's 5 seasons. So that's The Last of Us. Then yeah, you can do a spin-off after that, like House of the Dragon. I think House of the Dragon was a very welcome spin-off, and a lot of the Game of Thrones stuff seemed really interesting that they're going to be doing. I treat it like that. I think with The Walking Dead, it's just too much. It's just you get a show and you get a show. I think like the concept of Fear the Walking Dead was a good idea, but like just giving every character individually a separate thing was it's weird to me, you know.
Who's your favorite Walking Dead character from the show from the start?
Shane.
Rick. I always like the main protagonist. So.
You like who?
Huh?
Who did you say? Sorry, Phil.
Rick.
Oh, Rick. Yeah.
Who is the guy? And he was like a cowardice guy, but he tried to be the leader of the hilltop.
Oh, with the funny accent, with the one who was into radios and stuff.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't know. But he was like, for some reason I've got Jeffrey in my head, but I don't know if there was a Jeffrey.
He was the leader of Hilltop. Actually,
No.
Jesus.
No, not Jesus. No. Well, that would have been a good Christmas round, guys. We're gonna do Jesus from The Walking Dead.
That would have been tremendous. Yeah.
We'll have to bank that one. Yeah. Should have had you. I actually did say during our meeting Efren, a nativity scene would have been funny. Right, lads, that's time, I think. So let's have a look. See. Kevin, we'll start with you. Have a look.
There you go.
Oh, piss off. Howie.
Have Christmas riding him.
Nice, man. That's great. Love that.
We have Baby Godzilla opening his present.
Oh, nice. I like that. A little bit of Godzuki action.
I hope Von Hoot's still watching now. He started.
He better be.
Yeah. Nice,
Very
man.
cool.
That's good.
That's nice.
There you go. Norn Radin. Nice.
Very nice. I like that one.
She is indeed. Hell yeah, Kev.
Thank you, Ian.
And
So,
Cheating bastard.
Godzilla obliterating Santa Claus. I've got Rudolph there.
that's
Is it not meant to be pink? It's meant to be pink, Pete. Come on.
love it. All right,
Very
lads.
cool. Very
Stick a
cool.
snap. They're all great, actually. Like
Yeah.
yeah. All right, and click. Very good.
Tremendous. Tremendous.
Yeah. Von Hoot comes in. Pete wins.
Marvellous. Thank you very much, guys. That was superb as ever. What we'll do now is what we do every show. We'll all just sit and continue to draw and colour in as we go as we're chatting. Thank you so much. We've had 15 people watching tonight, so thank you so much, everybody, for taking part. It's been absolutely brilliant. Really do appreciate everybody jumping in. Like I say, my Instagram's not working for some reason, so I will put the images that anybody sent were up on my Instagram page tomorrow. Just a couple of things to mention before we move on. Speaking of Godzilla, I've got a Godzilla review out, Godzilla -1 review that went live yesterday. Please do go check that out. I don't think I've got any spoilers in that really. I don't give away too much of the plot. It's a big monster. Do you know what I mean? There's not much to give away really. But please go check that out if you're interested in that. Saturday night, I should have mentioned, this is our last Monday show of 2023. So no more shows until 2024, which feels very weird. Saturday night, we're doing a crimbo hangover. Hangout. You guys obviously all invited if you fancy jumping on. We're going to have a selection of games and things and talk about some geeky stuff. But that'll be our last show of the year, really. So please do jump on that if you fancy it. James, what have you got coming up on your channel over on One Good Scare?
We have I'll Be Right Back on Friday on Black Christmas 2006. I'm editing it at the moment, and I think it might be our best conversation. We're very impassioned.
What James is skirting around is that the movie's dog shit.
Yeah,
it's horrendous.
It's dog shit, and it's really fun to talk about. So that'll be a good video. So that'll be out on Friday. We're gonna have a best horror of 2023 kind of an awards kind of thing the week after that, and we'll have kind of shorts up throughout the next couple weeks. We have one about Scream 7 potentially being a Christmas movie up at 11 tonight, so that'll be up there as well. So
good fun. So lots going on there. Good stuff. Efren, how about yourself?
I don't have anything planned. I've been taking it slow for the month of December. If anything pops in my head, I usually do a quick short every now and then. But on Wednesday, Peter and I are going to be doing our advanced orders for February, right?
Yeah, it'll be February.
That's where we pick our books that we're looking forward to buying, hopefully, and reading. So I'll be live.
Looking forward to that. That'll be 8 o'clock on over on my channel because it's my turn to host. On Wednesday night. So looking forward to that. James, how about you? I haven't seen any unboxings for a little while.
No, I just haven't had any oomph to record myself opening up boxes of.
That's how I feel.
So yeah, anyway, I'll just come to the conclusion nobody cares what I've got, so it doesn't really.
I care.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay.
Because if you did care, you would have asked, "Hey James, what comics did you get?" So, but no, I don't have anything coming up on the YouTubes. And then just on Instagram, I haven't really posted much on Instagram either. But I do have my other Instagram, the shitty sketch cards Instagram page, where I like to post wee cards up there. So check that out if you desire.
You very kindly sent me these.
Jeez,
I'm
getting around, aren't I?
Yeah, I love the Count Dracula.
I am here.
Very. Phil, how about you? I haven't seen you on the tubes for a while.
Yeah, the internet's been a safer place in my absence, I think. I've got the itch. I do have the itch to do something again. Nothing. I don't like to put myself under too much pressure. But maybe one day I will adore your screens once again. But you'll probably see me on your channel more in the next few months than me anyway. That's for sure.
Well, you're always welcome. You know that. Kev, how about yourself?
I've not up to much at the moment. I suppose I should get the last issue of The Last Iron Hair Yard done. It's written.
Yeah.
I just got no oomph to draw it at the moment.
Well,
so.
I can help you there. I can draw a few pages, Kevin.
Yeah,
I'm available.
That saves you some time, Kev. You could just write it and Phil will draw it for you.
I'll do that.
You
know what? Next episode of this, we'll do my comic.
That's an idea, isn't it? Yeah, that's an idea.
Everyone gets a
page. Yeah. Tremendous. Okay, guys, listen, thank you so much for joining tonight. You guys on screen and also everybody in the chat. It's been an absolute pleasure. Lots of positive comments as usual. GP, next time, bud. We'll get you on next time. I hope you're well, mate. Okay. With that, just happy Christmas to everybody that's watching, and happy Christmas to you guys. And we'll see you all next year. So we'll catch you later. Bye.